Don, listen, it was an 8-0 victory tonight. You guys did look great. What did you make of the performance?
Bro, it was a very professional performance. Mentality today. Everyone was locked in. And that's what I've been asking for against the... Obviously, we didn't play a big team today, but end of the day, start of this Conference League, Terry, these lot weren't really taking it seriously, bro. You know what I mean? They were still trying to learn the system, and they were taking it a little bit easy, thinking, yeah, we're just going to beat these lot because of Chelsea. Today, we did our job. You know what I mean? I was very happy to see Mark Gill start today. I don't think we haven't really seen much of him, obviously, because he just hasn't been getting played. It was nice to see Nkuku in his natural position. Conference League or not, when he gets on the ball in that central area, you can clearly see he's more comfortable there, bro. You know, I know he scored a lot of goals in the Conference League this year, but if you actually look at his performances up top in the Conference League, they haven't really been great. You know, the hat-trick he scored that time, you know, his finishing's been good, but the overall game just ain't it, because for me, he's not a striker. And Maresca's already said it this week as well, that he's not a striker. So it was good today to see him, you know, behind the striker. João Felix today, I thought was amazing. I thought he had a very good game. Took his finishes quite well. After missing an absolute blunder quite early on in the game. Tyreek George, I thought, you know, had a good game. He created some good chances as well. Mudryk, listen, I've been telling you, look, this guy's improving. About time he executed that fucking finish quite well. You know what I mean, KJ? Yeah. Don't do that palm thing, bro, because Mudryk is improving. Yeah, in the Prem, he's been doing this off the bench as well. He's actually been effective for us. You know what I'm saying? So,
and I ask a question, Don. Do you see what you said a year ago about Mudryk having more to his game than Martinelli? For real. For real,
I told you that ages ago. I told you this ages ago.
So you're still doubling down on it after Mudryk being improved.
Are you telling me that he hasn't got more to his game than Martinelli?
I'm just asking you, bro, because you're the one, bro.
No, that's not the conversation.
Why are you even bringing that back? Because it's very clear. It's very clear.
I'm going to tell you why I bring it back. You asked me why I bring it back. Sorry, KJ. Because really he's improving.
Yeah,
I have to sit here and say Mudryk is improving.
Yeah.
He's actually being a useful football player at Chelsea Football Club in the Premier League and the Conference League. I know people, oh yeah, you said he doesn't have football abilities, but he's improving. Apparently, Maresca is utilizing what he has. He's not asking him for wonders. Yeah. He's asking him to play basic things. Don't try the tough things. And I have to give credit to Maresca, to be honest. When you have a player like this who lacks sometimes football IQ and just asking him to do the basic things, I have to give it credit to the coach. Sometimes coaches ask too many things of football players they're not able to do, and they look horrible. Maybe that was what is happening, to be honest. We have to. He is improving, and I know that people hate to admit that he got it wrong with something. He's actually looking at him. He's improving. He's being utilized,
and that's good for Mudryk, and I'm happy for him, my fellow Christian brother, and that. So that I'm happy for him. But the real question is,
what?
He's a Christian guy. He's a Christian guy, man. I've got to support my team. Anyway, the real question is, Don, is he good enough to dispel any of your wingers in this Chelsea team?
I mean, there's no one on the left really that's kind of held down their position. Like Sancho, for me, is a very good player. Is an important player to have in the squad, but I wouldn't start Sancho against every single team. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. Neto, for me, is better on the right. Like I've told you lot before, Mudryk isn't a guaranteed starter as of yet. I like him, but it's
even as the best one-on-one winger in the league.
He's one of the best, yeah, because he is.
Yeah, the one-in-one demon.
Come on. Are you telling me that Mudryk is not one of the best at taking on his man in the league, bro?
No,
what did he do at Old Trafford, man?
I want to hear about Mudryk.
Yeah, I know he had a shit game at Old Trafford, but that doesn't mean that we haven't seen games of him doing it. Anyway, let me answer KJ's question. Bro, if he keeps improving, right, and he starts games in the Prem, he's creating for us, which he usually does. Like, his crossing is very good. Yeah, and what he likes to do as well is do a lot of cutbacks. And even against you guys, he cut back I think once or twice. Jackson's just not there because he hasn't really got the box movement. You know what I'm saying? But bro, if he keeps improving, putting up numbers there when he plays and that, he'll start games, bro.
None of this. You have a choice of your wingers. You need a solid week in, week out left wing. Is it Mudryk? Are you starting him already?
Oh, it could be, bro. It could be him.
No, on the pecking order right now, you list it from like 1 to 5. Your best left-sided wingers.
Let me ask. Sorry, bro. I didn't catch your name, bro. Yeah, what? Adamant as if Mudryk's not improving. I don't get this.
Now you're gonna answer my question first, please. List it for us.
Because he keeps saying no, as if Mudryk's been shit. Like Mudryk's actually been good for us.
We'll come to Elijah in a minute, but where do you rank him in the pecking order, D?
Bro, listen, for me, I'd rather start Neto on the right, innit? You know what I'm saying? Sancho's obviously better than Mudryk, but like I said, it all depends on who you're playing, bro. It all depends on who you're playing. When we previewed the game against Liverpool, for me, looking at it in hindsight, I would have started someone like a Mudryk on that side, bro. Someone a little bit more direct. Yeah, someone that's a little bit more direct. You know what I'm saying? I don't get why you keep shaking your head, bro. What am I saying? That's crazy right now.
I can rank our wingers if you want me to do that.
By the way, Don, check your phone for me. By the way, bruv, I sent you a message earlier. I need you to check it for me. But yeah. Sorry. Sorry. Over to Elijah. Go on, mate.
Sorry, Don. You're wrong about Mudryk. Like, don't get me wrong. He is improving, but he hasn't been starting games in the Premier League. Like, you know, you have to realize that, because if you think that Mudryk is going to have a great game, then that means that Mudryk should be starting the game against Arsenal. Now, I do think he will do, because Jadon Sancho, I'm not sure what's going on with him, but I think Jadon Sancho has done better than Mudryk, because, you know, because the only game he had a bad game was against Liverpool. Other than that, before that, he was cooking. You know, we haven't seen Mudryk in the Premier League this season. You know, it's only the Conference League we have seen him, and that's the only game he's improved. But in the Premier League, I don't think he's it. So I can
give you the examples, bro. He came on against Palace. He did more off the bench against Palace than Neto did the whole game. He came on against Forest, created a very good chance for Nkuku that Nkuku missed. Yeah, when he tried to head it. Against Palace, he created a very good chance for Jackson off the bench. And like I said, when he came on, he was looking threatening. In the Conference League, he's been playing very well. The last game in the Conference League before this one, he was basically man of the match. He's been improving, bro. So for me, like I've said, Elijah, we have a very good squad. Yeah, I'm not saying Sancho should hold bench every single week. Certain games you start Sancho. Certain games you might want to start Mudryk. But in order for him to start, Elijah, he has to keep improving. You know what I'm saying? He has to keep improving. If he's coming on and he's not doing much, he's not going to get trusted by Maresca, right? The more he improves, the more Maresca's going to trust him. That's all I'm saying to you, bro. But I get what you're saying. Yes, Sancho is a better player, 100%. But him and Mudryk are different type of profiles, bro. Mudryk is more direct, and Sancho is more, you know, 1-2, keep the ball, retain the ball, that sort of thing. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
True. Yeah. I don't get me wrong. Like, if Mudryk can do what he did in the game against Arsenal, if he can do this consistently, then I'll hold my hands up and apologize. But for me, so far this season in Premier League, not been that great. But I want him to really see the Mudryk that we saw before we signed him when he was at Ukraine for Shakhtar Donetsk, if you know what I mean.
Don't worry, Maresca will get him there. Don't worry, Maresca will
get him. I'm sorry, I think Elijah's onto something here, though. I get he's improving. I've already said that on the show tonight as well. But I think the question really is this. Chelsea's standards are sky high in terms of where you've got to get to. And what I mean by that is you've got to create a team that's good enough to beat this Arsenal team, this Liverpool team, this City team to titles, this Real Madrid team, this Barcelona team, this Bayern Munich team, plus those English teams to Champions Leagues. Mike, the jury's still out whether he's good enough to do that. And if he isn't good enough to do that, then he isn't a starter for Chelsea in terms of the same. By the way, same as a lot of the Man United players. Until we've got players across multiple positions that are good enough to be part of a team that can win us those trophies, I feel like they're not quite what I would call Man United quality. They're not quite Chelsea quality, and I think that the jury's out on that.
One thing I'll say, Terry, when we get a striker, you're gonna see Mudryk. Yeah, obviously right now Jackson's improving, yes, but Jackson in the box can still improve more. You know what I'm saying? The movement in the box is still not A1. Yeah. Outside of the box, he's got very good movement, but in the box, the likes of Osimhen are better. The likes of Gyökeres are better. Even Omorodian is better in the box. As much as I didn't want Omorodian, I did say in the box is good. Yeah, away from the all-round game. Away from the all-round game, Omorodian's box presence is very good.
No, I tell you what, striker looked good tonight in Europe. Osimhen. I know he had some chances saved by. I don't really think he missed the chances, barring the header. The rest of them were saved. That boy's movement in the box is
crazy,
deadly, bro,
and crazy. And that's what I'm saying. When Mudryk starts to play with an actual striker like an Osimhen, you'll see him start to get a lot more assists. Because every game I see this guy put in some dangerous whips, left foot, right foot, bro. Yeah, he's got a very good cross on him. You know what I'm saying? So, boy, he's just got to keep going, man. He's just got to keep going.
But I wouldn't swap your wingers for Ahmad. I'd keep Ahmad.
Ahmad was good today. Ahmad was good today. But again, he's a different profile to Mudryk. He's a different profile to Mudryk.
No, I get that. I get that. No, he was very, very good indeed. Mo, what game are you watching tonight?
Man United, to be honest. I'm not going to watch anything else. Chelsea, bro.
I've got to shoot. I've got to shoot anyway.
Bro, I didn't run off the freaking 4 goals.
Great. Terry, I'll see you tomorrow.